Ayo, welcome to another video. It's Crash Doctor TV coming at you with BeamNG Drive. And we are at the cliff map. The biggest mountain in the game, probably, right? And you have to check out part 1 and part 2. This is part 3. Basically, the premise is you can see this side here is the only barely accessible side to the top of the mountain. We try and climb up it, and it is near impossible. I won't spoil part 1 and part 2, but I could tell you that it is near impossible. It's crazy. And the vehicle we're using today is the Crew Cab D15 Extreme Crawler. And I'll tell you why we're using this one. Because they claim in the description of this thing, it's almost like it was made for me in this video. It's right here, D15 Crawler Crew Cab. If we click on that, it says spacious and capable, this bobtailed crew cab will haul you and your buddies up whichever mountain you please. That's the important part. Whichever mountain you please. Well, I don't believe them. We are definitely going to test that out today because this is a tall order. Will this make it up the mountain? We shall see. But first, of course, we do need to see how we're tuned up here. So we're not going to add any crazy unnecessary mods or anything like that. The one important thing for off-roading, that would be tires. So we do have 42-inch crawler tires, and I assume the same on the back, duh. And what I really want to look at is right here. Oh, there it is. Hello. Okay. I'm blind. So tire pressure right here. We're going to keep the offsets the same because you kind of want wide, but get skinny at the top. You don't want them too wide either. We're going to lower this down to about 5.7 and maybe 6 in the back. Good enough. We're going to hit apply. That's all we're going to do. So let's fire it up. We do have 4 high, 4 low, 4-wheel drive, and of course front and rear lockers, which is going to be crucial. So we're going to start out in 4 high, everything unlocked, and we're going to head on up. Now, of course, this first part of the mountain is relatively easy. Shouldn't be any challenges here. But you can definitely feel how steep it is. And you can see some nice flex action from this truck. This thing is pretty cool. Believe it or not, I really have never driven this yet. I took a break from this game recently and was thrilled to see that there's so much new stuff in there since I had previously played. This thing is just gliding over the bumps. Looks pretty neat. Not gonna lie. Of course, you can see I am giving it full throttle though. So right here, we're gonna switch to 4 low because you can kind of hear the lug on the engine. That's better. Now we can even shift it too. I'm telling you, I will have the links in the description, like I said, for part 1 and 2. You need to check those out. These are fun videos. I've never really seen anyone make these. So make sure to subscribe to Crash Doctor TV and like this if you enjoyed it, because it's something different. This is I usually do a realistic approach to videos, and this one is part realism and part fantasy too, because it's pretty fun, a hard challenge climbing this mountain. Will this truck be able to do it? It certainly is heavily modified, that's for sure. And I'd give it a good chance, but I'm telling you, it's near impossible. Now we're getting to the hard stuff. We're going to downshift to first. We have open diff still, but you can feel some slippage. It's just from how steep this incline is. We have our tires nice and aired down. And I'm going to tell you right here is where we're going to lock them up. I usually go with the rear first, then the front if I need it, but trust me, on this, we're going to need it. Okay, right here is where you have to navigate through some tricky hidden obstacles here. It's very easy to flip here. You got to be very careful. And you also want to keep your momentum going. It's a balance. It's like an art form trying to get up this. It's very, very hard, but very fun. So right here you can take two ways, left or right. Let me tell you, the left is pretty much impossible. The right is near impossible. They're both bad odds, but the right seems to give me better luck, so we're going to go to the right. And you have to play it so careful here not to slip and not to flip over as well, because it can happen really quick. We're going to inch it up. First gear, we're in 4 low. Differentials are locked. And I got to admit, it's doing pretty good so far compared to some other vehicles I've tried. Aha. But there's something magic, some dark magic about this spot right here. It just... oh, it gets me every time. You just lose momentum, and it's so slippery because we're basically on the rocky part of these mountains here. You just have very low grip, and you're facing the sky. I mean, let's get real. I'll show you a cockpit view. You're facing the sky, so you just have to wrestle around with it, but not flip it either. This thing is a strong truck, though. I'm telling you. It's not doing half bad. Oh my God, I would be thrilled. Keep going. Come on, baby. Oh, if you knew what I go through in these, it's usually so hard. I have to admit, this thing's looking good. It's looking good. Oh my God, this is our first attempt too. We haven't fallen back. We haven't flipped over. We haven't wrecked. I am in disbelief, folks. This is our first attempt. This might be the best off-roader in the game so far, because this is the true test. This is like impossible for most vehicles. We have made it to the grotto here, I call it, of where all the green is. 97% of vehicles don't make it up this far. And we're still climbing. Usually when I get to this part, I declare it a victory because most vehicles don't. But this thing is like, you know what? Screw you. I'm going even further. And it is. I am in disbelief. We made it to the peak. Oh my God. Let me take this in for a second. Wow. The view is probably great from up here, if you can see. Wow. Let me just remind you, this is part 3. I encourage you to watch part 1 and 2. They are awesome videos as well, but you know what? I won't totally spoil it for you, but I can safely say this thing did incredible. I'm in disbelief. I will just say that the first video and the second video, whichever vehicles are featured in there, they repeat. They did not do nearly as well as this. The reason I'm reacting this way is because I've driven so many vehicles in here, even off camera, and it's just so hard to get up there because no one goes up the cliff. They either don't use it or they use it to crash downward. No one tries to climb it usually, at least on video. So this thing, wow, this thing's the champ. This is already a victory. But if it can make the crown up here, like the total top of the mountain, I will be thoroughly impressed. If not, it's still a victory because nothing's ever climbed up here before. It's all rock. But we're going to try. We are certainly going to try. Yeah, it's very slippery. Oh, there's our tumble. See how easy it is to flip? See if I can recover it here. No, I don't think I'll be able to. Nope. Well, there you have it. We have made it to the top. And yes, that was a victory. I don't care that I just rolled over right there, because that's literally the top. But no one, at least no one as in me, I don't really count that because, I mean, look at it. It's a vertical rock wall. I mean, there's no way you can really get up that. This is the top right here. We made it. Look at the view. Look at all the distance we covered. That is truly incredible. Watch part 1 and part 2. You will see how hard it really is with capable vehicles. Wow. it did it. They weren't lying in the description right here. I can't believe it right there. Wow. Okay, guys. Well, that is definitely the shortest and easiest climbing the cliff map mountain video I've ever produced. So, yeah, that was a lot shorter than I thought. And it went a lot better than I thought. So that was really exciting. Definitely a victory. And definitely leave me a thumbs up for this truck. It did amazing. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave me comments down below of what other off-road challenges you want to see. And then especially with this mountain, what else do you want to see me try and climb it with? So click the links in the description if you want to see part 1 and part 2. And I guess that's it. Till next time, guys. Take care.